Hello YouTube, welcome back to Flight Sim World. Last time out we were just here. Let's have a look behind us, you'll be able to see. There's a mountain somewhere. Come on, give me a better view. Give me a better view. There's a mountain right there. There's Mount Hood. Look at that. Look at that. There's a mountain right there. We took a nice look around that mountain, and now we're going to be heading back to Portland in this nicer wintry weather, which I do quite like the wintry weather. So here we go. We're going to get this set up, get this worked out. So the bottom one is going to be Battleground. We're going to leave that on Battleground because we're going to be using Battleground to know whereabouts we are. The radial 122. We need to be at 2,900 feet over there. So we're going to be using that to reference us. So we want to tune in the 122 radio for this. So we're going to set that up for 122. Now, if you're wondering why am I doing the bottom one, not the top one, because that is just a VOR. As you can see, it doesn't give me anything to do with an ILS. See, that can give me a glide slope as well. This can only give me a to, from, and whether I'm to the left or the right and how far over I am. This is an ILS. This is more accurate. So I'm going to be setting Portland on this one. Again, apologies for the blocked nose and stuff like that. I am still getting over an illness. Just trying to give you some quality videos if I can. So 111.3 I believe is the localizer for this. So here we go. 1.3. There we go. Alright, so it's not going to pick it up just yet. And what we need to do is we do need to bring ourselves down. Now, given where we are... Alright, I'm just trying to work this out. Is there a better way of me knowing? I need to know if there's a better way of me knowing where we are. We're going to be coming in on a 283 radial. So, okay. This is going to be interesting because I'm not entirely sure of the approach. Let's see if I can bring up an approach chart. Departures. Here we go, approach. Alright, we've got not an RNAV approach. No, come on. It's a little bit difficult without a mouse on the laptop. What's the Moxie? Oh, here we go. The H-Hood 3. Let's have a look at that one. And at this point in time, I am now going to stop the climb. As a matter of fact, I'm going to begin a descent. So we're going to start descending now. Okay, H-Hood 3. Looks like an interesting arrival. It's an RNAV arrival, which is a problem. I don't have RNAV capabilities here. I start getting a 500 foot per minute descent rate. Yeah, I don't have RNAV capabilities here. This is going to be a problem. Okay. What about the Moxie 6? What's the Moxie 6? Nope, that's from down south, from Rogue Valley. That's from Rogue Valley in Eugene. That's not the one I want. We need to still get ourselves coming down. Come on. Trim down. We know you want to trim down. It's just a natural instinct for this aircraft. Actually, the natural instinct for this aircraft is to climb. See, it does want to just climb. There we go. And maybe the autopilot doing something here as well. Let's see. Let's see if we can get ourselves some vertical speed down here. Let's bring ourselves down to 4,000 feet. Okay, the ILS has just come alive. That's good. Vertical speed. Now give me a heading hold as well. Altitude hold. Come on. I'm trying to bring this aircraft down very nicely. As a matter of fact, if that's come alive, we should just be able to fly it in. Let's come down 265. That's not approach. Heading, switch off approach. I just want this nose down. There we go. There we go. It's happening now. Give me more than that. There we go. Alright, that took a little bit of while to sort of get sorted, but there we go. That's alright. Swing us around a little bit. There we go. At least we've got the ILS, so maybe we can just fly this straight in. I think that's what I'm going to try. I'm just going to try and fly straight in. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Man, I'm not feeling the best. Yeah, but there we go. I just need to bring the aircraft down now. Should start sorting itself out. 1,000 foot per minute. Rate of descent seems good for now. 120 knots we're holding. That's kind of good. How far is the mountain behind us now? There's the mountain out there. The river's out there, and Portland is somewhere out there. So obviously we're going to manage this. The localizer's come alive, but the glide slope hasn't. But that's okay, because we're going to bring ourselves down. We know what the approach is. We want to make sure, as long as we get onto the localizer and I can get myself down to 2,900 feet by the time we reach the 122 intersection. So from Battleground, the 122 intersection, as long as we reach that and then we're at 2,900 feet, that should be okay. Which is why I've got myself a descent of over 1,000 foot per minute going at the moment. If I had managed to do it earlier, it would have been better, but I couldn't seem to do that. So let's get ourselves around to 240 now to intercept this. Right, okay, I think I know exactly where we are. So I'm actually going to swing this around even further. We're going to swing around to 210. Here we go. In a ways, we're pulling a base leg here. Alright, keep the nose dropping. Keep the nose dropping. Alright, because I just caught a glance of the river there, I know exactly where we are. That's good, that's good. The split is... That's meaning that we're going to be... In fact, we probably want to be flying directly base here now. So... We want 193. And there we go. The ILS is also alive now. The glide slope is alive. So we're okay. We are okay. We're getting there. And I'm hoping flying this base leg will help. I think we're too low at the moment, actually. If I read that right, that means we need to go up, but that's okay. That's okay, because now we can just start trimming ourselves correctly. So we'll level off. There we go. 4,000 feet. As I said, we wanted to come down to about 4,000 feet for now. As you can see, we're now also approaching the 122 radial, and we're approaching this one. Let's get ourselves turned. To a heading of 283. Glide slope is above us and around, so we're just going to keep going a little bit. We missed it slightly. We should have turned earlier. What we're going to do is, if we can keep ourselves at this height on approach, that would be pretty fancy. Go 3,500 feet on approach. 100 knots. Okay, I should give it a bit more power if we want. To the 283 now. Don't balloon. Don't balloon. Come on, we can do this. We're doing this well. We're getting this. We're doing this, definitely. Right. The glide slope should be coming alive for us very, very shortly, actually. Give it a couple of more clicks over. Can't see the airport, of course, but if I just give it a couple of clicks over, because we're slightly off to the right at the moment, so just trying to ease ourselves back on that. Again, I'm not flying the aircraft here, I'm just adjusting trim, that's all. Trim and power at the moment. And the glide slope is coming to us. And we're going to start flying this manually any second now. As a matter of fact, I have control. Let's do this. Right, we've just passed the 122 radial. We should be coming up on the glide in about 2 miles from what our current angle is. in through the clouds. Now we need to watch the needles, and we can have the descent starting. There we go. We're on the glide slope. 500 foot per minute descent. We'll trim it correctly so we don't have to be... Ooh, not that. I trimmed that the wrong way. Slow it right down now. So naturally we cannot see. Trying to wait for the airport in sight. Okay, I see the runway. I see the runway. Look at this, landing in the snow. It's not something I've done before. Right, we did say we were going for left, weren't we? 28 left. Alright, still slightly low, so I'm going to give it a bit more power. Stage 1 of flaps. Watch the balloon. We'll use that balloon though to get ourselves back onto the glide. Like so. Still below, still below. A bit more power. Want to keep it around 100 knots or thereabouts as we come into the airport. Watch the wind. Alright, went too high. Keep it coming down. That's because we didn't get the descent rate correct. But that's okay. We can... It's a small aircraft. We can actually compensate very easily for this. I can see the lights as well. There we go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, so I'm going to stop my outro right here. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Flight Sim World. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Let me know what you think. The snow has just cleared a little bit here. Nope, it's back. Let me know what you think. If you're enjoying this, do let me know. I should be at 2,000 feet here. I need to bring myself down further. Do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. I would massively appreciate your support. It helped me out a huge amount. Here we go. We're coming back on the glide very slowly now. So yeah, I would really appreciate that support. You know, likes, comments, subscribe, all that kind of stuff is great. Do talk to me on Twitter. I would, you know, I'll answer questions on Twitter. Discord for Patreon. If you join me on Patreon, you'll have access to Discord, so you'll be able to enjoy stuff there. We are back on the glide. Here we go, and I hope you enjoyed this landing. I hope you enjoyed the trip to Mount Hood, and we'll see what Community Update 10 brings if it's not already out. I haven't really. I say that. Odds are, if it is out, then I've already done the video, like I said, which means that I'm saying, oh yeah, let's see what Community Update 10 brings, but I've already done a video telling you what Community Update 10 brings. Like I said, I'm just trying to catch up a little bit after being ill. Right. Get this going nicely. There's Pearson Airfield ahead. You can just see 2 red lights from Pearson. It is a little bit windy and the frames are not helping here as I come into land. But I'll bring the aircraft down. I'm pretty much on the localizer and I'm not too far off the glide slope here. Coming in at an easy 100 knots. Whatever the registration of this aircraft is, clear to land, runway 28 left. Obviously, as we get closer and closer to the runway, it becomes more and more sensitive, so the needles move more and more. But at this point, I'm just visual. I'm just looking for the lights, looking for the center line, and flying it like that. That's all I'm doing here. I don't need another stage of flaps to land this, so it's a long enough runway. We're going to be pretty good on this, actually. I might end up slightly low in a few seconds, but apart from that, we're okay. Slightly left, slightly right, bit of rudder, kill all the trim, watch the crosswind, see the shadow, cut the power, let the aircraft just settle itself down onto the runway. Nice, and ooh, simple. I don't know why it does this. Look at that, when I'm on the brakes it tips the plane at the moment. So I'm not sure why it does that. Had a bit of a gust at the bottom, but that's okay. There you go, and then it straightens it up, like, okay. That's weird. Let's vacate the runway at Alpha 4. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Flight Sim World.